Banerjee, what are you doing? What's taking so long? Will you get this blasted contraption restarted and get us out of here? I am sorry, Captain. We're rapidly losing steam pressure for some reason. Well, hurry up and fix it. I can't hold the rebels off much longer. I'm down to my last crate of ammo. I think I see the problem now, Captain. Oh, it is very serious. What? Why? What's wrong? The boiler has been penetrated by several bullets. It cannot be fixed in the battlefield. I thought you said the steel was armor-plated. The suppliers must have been mistaken, sir. Either that or the concept of armor plating in these parts is most relative. Oh, for the love of... Without pressure to drive the engine, we're stuck here, aren't we? And there's nothing relative about that. We're sitting ducks in this useless tin can. Sir, apart from the weakness we have just discovered, our steam-powered battle tank is a successful prototype. The first of its kind to be tested in the field of real battle. It'll be the last of its kind if this keeps up. Enemy fire is getting closer by the minute. Indeed, sir. The rebel forces are very determined this morning. Drop your head, Banerjee!
Queen Vic and the Valvemen, a steampunk adventure in 4 parts. Part 1, completing the unit.
Captain Amelia's Gold reporting to Her Majesty.
Captain Gold, but of course, right on time. You are expected. Please take a seat while I prepare for your appointment.
Oh, don't put yourself out on my account, Farnsworth. I'm sure the old girl won't keep me long.
Not for you, sir. Her Majesty. And it may be for longer than you expect, sir.
Really?
Oh, the mounds of correspondence one receives lately. Attention is all good and well, but this is quite absurd. The minute I turn my back, it piles up. Sealed and resealed letters with "For Her Majesty's eyes only" written on each one. What do I keep official staff for if they can't make decisions on their own? What's this one? Respectfully request Her Majesty's ruling in a territorial dispute between Prince Cowabunga and Prince Yippee of colonial Tasmania. Specifics outlined below. Oh, good gracious! If that's you, Farnsworth, be a good fellow and pop back and fetch me a fresh cup of tea. I fear the previous one has gone cold. Another circumstance about which one is less than amused. It also appears to be missing, a nuisance in its own right. Really, Farnsworth, must you insist, sir? If you must enter, you must.
Tea, Your Majesty, at the nick of time, I'd say.
Why, you splendid man! Oh, tea for 2, is it? Turning confident in our old age, are we, Farnsworth? Fancy yourself a royal suitor, do you? My dear, you're playing with fire. Unless, of course, you're merely being proactive, in which case I applaud your boldness. I say, where did I put my first cup?
As per item number 1 in this morning's customarily busy appointments schedule, I present to Your Majesty Captain Amelia's Gold.
Where is it? Oh, well, I'll leave the retrieval of my wayward royal china to you, Farnsworth, as usual.
Indeed, ma'am, as usual. Captain Gold, ma'am.
Yes, what about him? Has the scoundrel been heard from?
In the very flesh, ma'am.
The man's incorrigible.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Ah, Captain Gold, you're here.
I received an instruction to appear before you.
As per item number 1 in this morning's customarily busy appointments.
Yes, thank you, dear. That will be all. Captain Gold, excellent. Good of you to come. Do have a seat.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Well, Captain, let me congratulate you on a successful tour of duty in the Afghan.
You're most kind, ma'am. However, I feel that success might be too strong a word.
Nonsense! We crushed the rebellion, peace is restored, and my portrait hangs once again in the desert taverns. I'm most satisfied. Do have some tea. Pour me one while you're at it.
Thank you.
I say, you're looking quite well, considering.
3 months convalescence in the south of France was welcome.
and if I may say, quite necessary.
Yes, I read the report. Quite a nasty bang, wasn't it, that last cannon shell? Tell me, that lisp in your speech, was it always there?
A result of the explosion, according to the doctors. The stated diagnosis is shock-induced psychological injury with manifest physical symptoms. Embarrassing, if you ask me.
It's somewhat charming, Captain, though rather unfortunate, too. A slight disadvantage when ordering about rough-necked, battle-hardened troops, if you see my point.
Indeed, Your Majesty. The very thought gives me nightmares. Confound those infernal Kabul rebels. Their accuracy of fire ruined my life, robbed me of my... Forgive me, Ma'am, I shouldn't be... It's just heartbreaking to me that I should suffer this predicament.
Understandably so. But don't worry, dear. You're not going back to the military. In fact, your service to the Crown, as you know it, is over.
Your Majesty, I beg your pardon. I say, permit me to protest. My service over? But why? How? The military is my life.
Relax, Captain. Your use to me is by no means over. On the contrary, I have an offer for you. The beginning of an entirely new chapter in your already stellar career.
Well, there she is, Banerjee. Your new battle tank for the skies, almost complete. Quite the beauty, isn't it? I can hardly believe it. My incredibly advanced high-tech vision, my new hyper-modern weapons system, floats in the air all by itself, right before our eyes, like a mighty divine god waiting to answer the call of stricken humanity, wherever that may be. It's 3 tons of armoured steel under a giant marrow filled with helium. If that tickles your spiritual fancy, mate, be my guest. I'll get religious once the machine guns are mounted. I tell you sincerely, Bill, I am moved to tears. You would be, you Bombay prat. Just don't make the metalwork rust with your flowing emotions, all right? She ain't painted yet. I wish Captain Gould was here to see this grand sight. If the old girl plays her cards right, he will be.
An offer, I see. Your Majesty, might I inquire as to the nature of this offer?
Let me fill you in, Captain. During my reign, I have seen the birth of a new era. Industry is developing all over the empire. Advances in engineering, breakthroughs in the fields of science, extraordinary discoveries, all simply breathtaking. I confess I don't understand half of it.
I agree, Your Majesty. The progress is mind-boggling.
Alas, the progress of our new world has given rise also to a new breed of criminal, equally versed in modern technology and science. Godless men, powerful, wicked, possessed of a megalomania second only to my own. That was irony, Captain. You will express amusement.
Oh, pardon me. Of course, ma'am. Good old British megalomania, eh? Stiff upper lip imperialism, world dominance. Brilliant. Very droll, Your Majesty.
Thank you, dear. Moving on. These criminals pose a serious threat to my realm. In other words, the entire civilized world. My Parliament, unimaginative as they are, claims Scotland Yard and its affiliates are sufficient to counter such a threat. I, however, hold another view. Consequently, I have decided to combat this growing menace personally.
Personally, ma'am?
By establishing a secret organization for that very purpose.
Good Lord. Some sort of covert unit, Your Majesty? Special operations and all that?
Precisely. A unit wholly financed by me and equal to the task of crushing the power of modern evil, wherever it may rear its ugly head.
A secret unit. I say, that is bold. How many know about this new idea, this astonishing new department?
Only I and a few trusted men sworn to me. Anyone on the outside who learns of it will have to be silenced for good. Absolute secrecy is vital for success.
I understand. Great heavens, you've just told me.
So I have, and with good reason. You see, I want this top-secret organization to be led by a man of proven skill, dedication to service and loyalty. A man suited for advancement into my innermost circle of trust. A man ready for my personal command in the dark and dangerous world of clandestine operations. And by such a man I mean you, Captain Emilius Gold.
Ah, and this, Your Majesty, constitutes your offer.
Well, it's hardly a mere offer now that I've let the cat out of the bag, is it? It is an order, Captain, unless you wish to leave here with your head in a separate parcel.
Right, understood. I believe I shall keep my head, ma'am, lisp and all.
Very wise. Now, finish your tea, Captain. I have a coach waiting to take us to the secret base, and we're already running late. Universally loved celebrity though I am, I can't stand being late.
Your Majesty, does this department, this unit, have a name?
No, not as of yet. I've been too preoccupied with its purpose. I don't know. I define it simply as a vanguard against lawlessness and villainy in England.
Vanguard against lawlessness and villainy in England. Has rather a bold ring to it, doesn't it? A bit long, though, for practical use. Let's see, the acronym would be VALVE.
I can't stand acronyms. The oafish Americans love them. Heavens knows why.
I think the general idea is they sound impressive to the uninitiated.
Absurd. But I suppose the good ones do have a tendency to grow on one. Valve, was it? Well, I believe it's growing on one already. Goodness gracious, what was that?
Sounded like an explosion.
Heaven have mercy! Farnsworth! I say, Farnsworth, come in here at once! Farnsworth, what on earth is going on?
Ma'am, something terrible has happened.
Well, speak up, man. What?
Your Majesty's coach, it is destroyed.
My coach!
Indeed, all of a sudden, as if smitten by the devil himself, I saw it with my own eyes, blown to smithereens along with coachman, horses and all.
What the deuce? Why, this is absolutely shocking.
Oh, it was awful.
Captain, what do you make of this?
It must have been some sort of explosive device, a bomb.
A bomb? Buckingham Palace is under attack?
Great Scott! No, not the palace, Your Majesty, but you!
What?
Don't you see? You were the target. You were supposed to be in the coach now, but we're running a few minutes late, so they missed you. Ma'am, this is nothing less than an attempt on your life. Someone wants you dead.
Well, isn't that just typical? What do they want from me? I'm the leader of the civilized world, for heaven's sake, an actual living figurehead with real brains. And still, it seems one doesn't please all of the people all of the time.
Your Majesty, what if, despite all your precautions, the new department is not as secret as you think?
Goodness gracious, now there's a thought. I haven't rolled enough heads. My secret plan has somehow leaked to the masterminds of evil. Captain, we haven't a moment to lose. Come.
What? Where are we going?
To the stable wing. I have an alternative mode of transportation. A fabulous new machine. It's a prototype from the new department. And you, my good man, will drive it.
Your Majesty?
Farnsworth, cancel all my appointments for today. Use any excuse you like.
Will a sudden right royal headache do, ma'am?
That'll do nicely. Captain, you come with me.
Heaven have mercy, what a diabolical machine, Your Majesty! I've never known such speeds as this!
Isn't it exhilarating, Captain?
We're traveling faster than a galloping racehorse, 50 miles per hour at least!
A conservative estimate, Captain Gold. I'm told the steam car is capable of 65, maybe more.
We cannot possibly survive such velocities!
Rubbish! See if you can't make it go even faster!
I'd rather not, ma'am. I don't even know how to stop it!
Don't be silly, dear. If you want to stop, just pull on the reins.
What reins? I'm holding some sort of steering wheel!
Oh, so you are, Captain. Well, try one of the levers, or those switches.
I don't know which one! I'm afraid if I pull the wrong one, we might accelerate to our death!
Nonsense! Here, let me try.
God help us! We will perish!
Bless my soul, what a royal blast! I feel young!
I feel doomed!
Look, Captain, there's Windsor Castle! We've arrived on the wings of angels!
I very much doubt they can keep up with us!
Aim for the entrance on the south side!
I see it!
Watch out for my precious flower garden straight ahead! Stay clear of it! Those Arabian roses were a gift from the Prince of Persia. They're irreplaceable.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, I couldn't avoid them.
That's coming out of your pay, Captain.
Out of my life insurance, more like. I see the south wing door up ahead.
We're heading straight for it. Time to stop this vehicle, Captain, and that's an order.
I can't, and that's a fact. Oh, blimey, you crikey, what the bleating heck is that?
It is Her Imperial Majesty the Queen, executing a not very traditional but nonetheless quite royal entrance.
Right, attention one and all, Queen Vicky on the premises.
And is that the captain with her in the steam car?
I don't know, Ben. I cannot tell. He's covering his face.
Ha! We made it, Captain. Behold, we arrived in one piece.
Great heavens, are we dead? We finally crossed the Great Divide, didn't we?
Bill there, see to it that the entrance door is replaced immediately. And this wonderful steam car could use a touch-up. Or, well, perhaps a complete rebuild is required.
I'll get right on it, milady. Very thoughtful of you to give us a load of extra work and all.
Oh, stop grumbling. You're just the man for it, are you not, Mr. Watkins?
Righty-o, let's face the music. Tell me straight before I open my eyes. Heaven or hell? Which one is it?
Captain, it is you!
Banerjee? Banerjee? Great Scott! I am dead!
No, you're not dead, you silly man. This is the south wing of my beloved Windsor Castle. We've arrived at the secret base of my covert operations unit. Somebody get this man a glass of scotch.
But Banerjee, how the dickens... Aren't you... My dear friend, they told me you'd been killed. The enemy's shell, it hit our battle tank. All this time, I thought you were dead.
I am alive and well, sir. And let me tell you what a truly great pleasure it is to see you too.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. What a marvelous surprise.
I'm sorry I had to spring this on you in this way, Captain. But you see, Banerjee's existence had to be kept a secret. From you, from everyone. The explosion in Kabul provided us with a perfect cover. The War Ministry has him recorded as dead. But while you were recovering in France, he's been working for me. Right here in my top secret headquarters. Go put the kettle on, will you, Banerjee? I need a cup of tea.
Yes, ma'am. But, sir, why are you lisping?
Nobody knows, old friend. It was that last explosion. You died, and my essays got shot to blazes. It's blasted embarrassing.
No, it's just shell shock. Another bang will set you straight. Now, here's Bill Watkins, in charge of weapon systems and, general repairs.
Pleasure's mine, sir. Bill Watkins, Royal Artillery, if I'm not mistaken.
Your memory serves you well, Skip.
Yes, come now, help me out of this contraption. I wish to show the captain around the facility.
Your Majesty, I'm absolutely flabbergasted by what I've seen. This secret base, all the amazing technology and equipment. I never knew Windsor Castle was so huge, had this much space.
Well, you know, one did have to knock down a few walls.
And you worked up a good sweat too, didn't you, milady?
If one wants something done, one frequently has to do it oneself.
Haven't seen you shine so much since Coronation Day.
Oh, shut up, Bill. You barely pull your share. Hence the necessity of rolling up one's own royal sleeves. Disgraceful. Although not entirely uncathartic, one does admit. Well, Captain, what do you think of our airship?
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. What a marvel.
Indeed she is. Indeed she is.
Banerjee, your technical wizardry is phenomenal. Astonishing.
Thank you most kindly, sir.
Yes, Banerjee is an indubitable testament to British engineering excellence.
I am from Bombay, Your Majesty.
Look here, young man. I have warned you before. Do not get me started on the fundamentals of British imperialism. You are the property of the Crown, and shall remain so.
Of course, Your Majesty. I heed that warning once again and beg your forgiveness.
Apology accepted. Very well, it is settled. Mr. Watkins, Banerjee, Captain Gold, you three will operate from these secret headquarters and be a formidable vanguard against lawlessness and villainy in England. Henceforth you shall be known as, well, let's see, that acronym, what was it?
It was and is Val, Your Majesty.
You see, it does grow on one. Right, you are valves? That's not very impressive. Come now, you can do better than that, Captain.
Me? Oh, how about the Valve Men?
The Valve Men. That's better. Yes, excellent. Men, you are now the Valve Men.
The Valve Men. The Valve Men.
Is something the matter? Don't you like what I'm calling this top-secret Special Operations Unit, whose purpose is to protect the civilized world from tyranny and evil?
With respect, Your Majesty, it sounds like we are plumbers or shite-house engineers.
How dare you! Valve is short for Vanguard Against Lawlessness and Villainy in England. Valve! Hardly Chinese rocket science. What's the matter with you? You're barely christened and already staging a mutiny. You're worse than Parliament. Help me here, Captain. Talk some sense into your men.
Now listen to me, lads. Her Majesty's decision as regards our unit's name is final and to be respected.
Here.
Take it to heart, men. Get used to it, wear it with pride, because henceforth you are the Valve Men.
And nobody, not a single soul, must ever hear of it. Is that understood?
I'll make sure to keep it to myself, milady.
Good. Gentlemen, the hour is late. Why don't we fire up this beautiful airship and take off? Get a bird's-eye view of London by night.
Excellent suggestion, Mom. It is about time we took a proper test flight.
And for heaven's sake, will someone bring me some tea?
You heard our Commander-in-Chief, men. Initiate launch procedure and put the kettle on the double. Your Majesty, if you will accompany me to the bridge.
Turning to new heading 103. Altitude steady at 1,300 feet. Trim is good. Airspeed 15 knots. Increase it to 75.
Great Scott, 75 knots. The velocity of this machine is incredible. I wouldn't have believed it in my wildest dreams. Banerjee, what's really happening here? What's the secret?
It's really quite simple, sir. The use of new lightweight alloys creates unprecedented power-to-weight ratio. Added performance is achieved by minimal air resistance, thanks to a sleek shape. I call it streamlining. Sir, we're cutting through the air like a falcon.
My word!
Can't you just feel it, Captain?
All too keenly, Your Majesty.
Our sleek, streamlined shape soaring across the sky like a mighty javelin of justice, gliding toward evil wherever it may be found, to strike right at its murky heart.
You are a poet, Mom.
I say, wickedness be damned!
Can I have order on the bridge, please? I'm doing 75 bleeding knots here.
You just keep your eyes on the road, Bill, and leave royal excitement to me.
Rising to 1,500 feet, bearing 103.
Your Majesty, I must tell you, since the explosion at Buckingham Palace earlier today, a question's been nagging at me. Who else but us could possibly know about the Valve Men operation?
I fully appreciate the graveness of your implication, Captain, but I assure you every precaution has been taken.
You're certain that information hasn't leaked out somehow? Information that could have found its way to hostile parties?
Absolutely. Bear in mind, Captain, I am the leader of the civilized world. My portrait adorns homes and public houses round the globe, and the sad fact is, almost daily, someone is sure to use it as a dartboard.
I see your point.
Scotland Yard will go through the usual motions, studying the debris microscopically, sifting through palace correspondence for hidden threats. I doubt they'll find anything.
I must say, though, it does feel suspiciously coincidental.
Don't lose sleep over it, Captain. Like I said, I'm well loved all over the world as the doting, caring mother of my vast empire. But in the odd hotspot here and there, some people just aren't feeling the love.
Great Scott, what's happening?
A system alarm, sir. We are suffering a major malfunction of some kind. Something snapped in the engine. Speed is reducing. We lost forward power.
I knew we couldn't possibly travel at these exaggerated speeds.
Losing velocity is the least of our problems, sir. We appear to be losing pressure in the main chamber. Helium is leaking.
What? We're leaking our precious nitrogen gas?
I am afraid so, Mom. I've got no rudder response energy. I can't control her. We are losing altitude.
Does this mean we're going to crash?
I am afraid it is most unavoidable, sir.
Why, this is a preposterous state of affairs.
Everyone, please grab a hold of something.
Brace for impact!
Queen Vic and the Valveman is written and produced by Jerry Hinchelwood and is a Hisnande Historier.se production.